Hello, everyone. Welcome to Class Made Quick. I'm Katie, and today we'll be talking about the Constitutional Convention. So, what exactly was it? Well, it all started with the Articles of Confederation, which was the country's first constitution. Only a few years after the Revolutionary War, the country was already on the brink of collapse. See, the Articles of Confederation weren't really effective. While the Articles did allow for a Congress that got to make laws and request money from states, it made Congress so weak that the states could basically do what they wanted on their own, like separate countries. Because of this, disputes between states were common. And on top of that, the federal government couldn't tax, and the states refused to pay nearly anything, since the Articles gave them the right not to if they so chose. This led to the country having a lot of economic issues. Luckily, before complete disaster struck, the Founding Fathers realized just how weak the Articles were. So, in May of 1787, 55 delegates from each of the 13 states, except for Rhode Island, met in Philadelphia to create a new constitution. The delegates discussed and debated on the new form of government that would be created. One of the biggest disagreements was on congressional representation. Eventually, a compromise was made, deciding that Congress would be bicameral, or made of two houses. One house, the Senate, would be made of two senators from each state, and the other, the House of Representatives, would have different numbers of representatives from each state depending on population. This sparked another debate of whether slaves would be counted in the populations of a state, and the final decision was that each slave would be counted as 3/5 of a person. Slavery was also brought up at the convention. Many delegates wanted to make slavery illegal, but delegates from the South refused to sign a document that got rid of their slaves. So, in order to keep the Union together, slavery was allowed to continue, with the belief that it would eventually end itself over time. After months of deliberation, on September 17, 1787, 38 of the 55 delegates signed the Constitution, one of whom signed for a fellow delegate who was absent, bringing the total number of signatures on the Constitution to 39. After the signing, ratifying councils in each state reviewed the Constitution, and in the end, 9 out of 13 states ratified it, making the Constitution officially the supreme law of the land.